What is good, YouTube? Quinn Wade basketball analysis coming to y'all with a quick video. Today we're gonna talk about the Jazz again, and the only reason I'm talking about them because if they do advance, I'm looking at this team different than when they came into the seeding games to how they played in I say the regular season and how they're currently playing. They playing pretty well right now. As people know, they up 3-2, and they have a chance to finish it off in six or even in seven if that's necessary. And their next opponent is obviously going to be tougher and better defensively and have a better matchup against them. But we have to give them credit for how they have performed, and I feel like a lot of people are starting to respect the Jazz and what they're about and what they do. And I think it's fun to see a team like that. Everybody criticizing them, everybody, causing a lot of chaos, got a lot of things to say. It's everybody disappointed in them. And for them to come out and have the series that they had has really become interesting to me just as an analyst. Just seeing how they have all these things going wrong for them, all these things not happening for them, and they've had found a way to stay together even when they was apart. Rudy Gobert was on this side, Donovan Mitchell was on that side. They was losing. Everybody thought they was this, and for them to be able to put all that stuff behind them, all that stuff in the past, and say, you know what, while we still together, let's try to make the best out of this. Let's try to make this a chance that we won't forget. And what they did was they came out and played better. They came out and gave us a Utah Jazz team that we haven't seen this entire season. And that's the team that we wanted to see. And just imagine if they was fully healthy, they probably would be clicking on all cylinders. And that's what I was saying about the Jazz in the beginning of the season. And now this is a team that has enough talent on paper to go out there and compete with anybody in the NBA. And that's what I thought they would be, one of the elite teams in the Western Conference, especially if Mike Conley played the way that I thought he would play, and he was a disappointment for the majority of the season until the last, 4 weeks. And now he's playing some of the best basketball he has played in general. And that's good because I didn't want to see this team fail. I didn't want to see this team be a disappointment. I wanted to see this team be a contender. And that's why when I seen this team consistently fail those expectations, I was just absolutely in shock that they couldn't figure out nothing. And then they got to the point where they turned on each other. It's unfortunate, but they have figured out a way to get past that. And even though Donovan Mitchell and Rudy Gobert might still break up, even though they might still trade one of the other, I still think that how they played the last couple weeks is just inspiring basketball to me. And for them to go through all these trials and tribulations throughout this season, it just shows you that you have to be a professional. You have to go out there and play a game. You have to go out there and do your thing. And at the end of the day, let the results be what they are. And the Jazz have done that in the playoffs so far. They picked the right time to get it going. And even though the season could be canceled or whatever, I still like what this team was about. I still like that Quinn Snyder, one of my favorite coaches and a coach that I enjoyed throughout the years with Gordon Hayward, with Donovan Mitchell, and with the team currently constructed, he has did a fantastic job with this team. And even though can they beat the Lakers, can they beat the Clippers, I would say no, but we won't really know until the series happens because you don't know what's going to happen in the series. The Jazz have rebounded. They have looked like the team that we thought that they should be all season, and that's the disappointing part, but that's also the part that at least they got to that level. Some teams never really figure it out. Some teams never really get it going, and they was at least able to get it going at the right time. Now it's just about steadying that wave and finding out how y'all can improve and get better because it's only going to get tougher if they will make it out of the first round. They still have to be worthy opponents in the second round, and it's only going to get tougher after that as you get to the Western Conference Finals and the NBA Finals. So I really want to see, is it just them going against Denver, or is this Utah team the Utah team that we thought that they should be when the season and before the season began? Just because we know Denver has their problems defensively. We know that Jokic has his limitations at the end of the day, and that opens up an easier game for a team like Utah that relies on ball handling and shot creation to score, and being able to have that hole, which is Jokic from time to time in the paint, and as a help defender and as a rotation guy, you can take advantage of that. When you go against teams like the Lakers and the Clippers, that advantage might not be there. And what would the Jazz do if it's gone? What would the Jazz do offensively when they don't really have too many players they can pick on and too many holes that they can poke in to a team? Will they collapse? Will they get stagnant? Will they, you know, basically be static? Will they just be a little buzz here and there? And against Denver, I thought that they would have a shot going into that series, but I just didn't know that they'd be playing this well. So I'm interested to see at the end of the day what they will do and what they have coming up. But as of right now, if Donovan Mitchell continue to play that the way he's playing right now, which is the best basketball of his entire career, high school, college, and now, I feel at the end of the day that's going to be even more exciting, and that's going to be something that can really make them be able to compete against anybody, because his ability to break down the defense and basically put the defense at his mercy really gives them a shot at any team. But like I said about Denver, will that be enough against better defense? And can he be efficient enough against better defense and better defensive players that can stay with him and don't really cause him to have the double team or the breakdown? And then what is he going to do? Is he still going to be able to score? Will he have those angles? Will he have those lanes? Will he be able to knock down enough threes to compensate the drives that he won't possibly be getting? Those are things that we're going to have to see as they go further in the playoffs, and we'll see it basically in the second round. So I'm loving what I'm seeing from the Jazz. I'm loving what I'm seeing for Rudy Gobert. I'm loving what I'm seeing for Joe Ingles right now. I'm loving what I'm seeing for Conley. Jordan Clarkson is still speeding and scoring and doing his thing and playing at a high level offensively. I'm liking what I'm seeing with them as a duo. Gobert is finishing at the rim. He's coming back to that defensive player of the year mentality, blocking shots, contesting shots, messing up plays, stopping plays. And that's the Gobert that I felt was defensive player of the year throughout the season. And then he started to fall off a little bit, but that's why he lost the award. People have Gobert second. He should have been defensive player of the year, but he fell off a little bit, which is understandable when things ain't going right and teams starting to figure you out or they putting you in predicaments. But he did lose interest. He didn't care as much, and that's his own fault, and that did hurt the team. But I feel like the team as an entirety didn't play great defense throughout the whole stretch of the regular season, so you can't just put the blame on him. But at the same time, they have figured it out a little bit against Denver, but they also conceded a lot of shots. They also gave up a lot of shots. And I don't know if you can do that either against better competition at the highest level. So that's going to be also interesting to see how they're going to defend teams that can score in isolation, and how they're going to defend teams that got guys that can really cause a lot of chaos in the isolation. That's going to be something to see, just because a lot of the teams that they will have to play got perimeter shooting, and they got guys that can basically score at will and at an efficient level. And that's going to be the question, like I said, for Donovan Mitchell. Will he be able to do that against better defense, bigger guys, better teams, and deeper talent when they need him to go that extra mile? Will he be able to do it? He struggles against teams like Houston. He slows down usually in the second round, but that's when he's going against better competition. So I'm interested to see with this Utah team. I want to see if they full gold. Did they figure it out? Or was this the team motivated, inspired to really play? Or was it just the matchup against the Nuggets? Those questions will be answered if they do play in the second round. And if they do that, I'm going to be interested to see how they handle it, how they perform, and to really see, is this Jazz really a contender? And if not, they really got to decide what they're going to do with Gobert and Mitchell as their contracts are coming up, and they're not going to be financially able to keep this team intact unless they let go of Mike Conley. But then they will have to find somebody to replace him. And if they will have to do that, can they have somebody better? And even if they don't, how are they going to get the guy to come in and take his job? Or will Donovan Mitchell become the primary scorer and decision maker? I don't know what's going to happen. I'm interested to see what's going to happen. And one of the biggest storylines the last couple months is how much money is Gobert worth? Is he worth the max? Do you want to pay him the max? And a lot of the questions we don't know. But the way he's playing now, he's a max player. And that's something that I felt the entire year, even when he fell off a little bit. But we'll see with that. But other than that, check out my website, analysisplayground.com. The link will be in the description comment section below. Check out my Facebook page, analysisplayground.com. Link will be in the description comment section below. Like on Facebook to show support. Also, like the video. Thanks for everybody that likes. Thanks for everybody that subscribes. Thanks for everybody that continues to support the channel in their own way. One small thing I do ask, if you like, please share. The more you like, the more you share, the more people can see it. The more people that see it, the more people I can get to become subscribers on this channel. That's a small thing you guys can do to help the channel continue to be successful and continue to grow. At the end of the day, I also have merchandise on sale. You can find it on my spread shirt. That'll be in the description in the comment section below. Also, you can find my merchandise on my Facebook page too. I got shirts. You can change the color of the logo, change the color of the shirt, and I can get it shipped out to you if you message me. But other than that, another day, another day of basketball. I definitely will be coming back to y'all Saturday with more videos. So if you love basketball, you love NBA content, I have over 1,000 videos on this channel. So if you like this video, check out my older videos. You like this video, my older videos, subscribe. And if you don't know, I do have breakdowns of players, legends, and also rookies and summer league breakdowns. I do cover summer league. I do cover the draft, top 10 list, season preview, trade deadline, free agency, and everything like that. So if you love basketball, you can't get enough of it. This is the channel for you. Thanks for the love. Thanks for the continued support. And other than that, I'm gone. Enjoy the rest of y'all day. Enjoy y'all weekend. And I'll be back and see you guys tomorrow. Quinn Wade, Basketball Analysis. I'm gone.